here. And now I'm going to share this screen. Hopefully everybody can see it. Give me a thumbs up if you can see. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Good. Okay, here we go. On this screen here, you can see that, this is the student screen. It's not my screen. There's a syllabus, there's a module, there's modules. These are the two software. Now, here's one thing you got to, I found out today, somebody in the bookstore said that they went to pick up our codes at the front desk. It's not a book, it's a digital book. And their codes, it looks like there's one piece of paper inside of plastic. And somebody lady or somebody working at the front desk who was new told one of my students, oh, we only have one of the cards in. Excuse me, we'll only have one of the cards in. Well, the cards, it's kind of like scratch offs. They face inside to each other. Yes, they face inside, and there's two in there. So if they tell you in the bookstore, we only have one, they have two. I went in there and talked to them today, but I didn't know which person told them that. So yes, the Clovis bookstore, or you can go out there, Clovis bookstore online. A lot of times you could talk them into sending you the codes through your district email, and then they will wait. Then you can wait to go pick up the cards, or they'll mail them to you. But sometimes waiting in the mail form is forever. But when they do say they'll email them to you, what they're saying is they will email them to your district account, because that's the only secured account that they have. So there's our two applications right there. We have quizzes, discussions, and grades. Okay, let's go right into the syllabus. Hopefully all of you have already logged into remind.com. All you have to do on your cell phone right here is type in 81018 as the two who you're sending it to. And then in the message, just put @IAS15 online, one word, all lowercase, and boom, you'll get messages from me. If you reply to those messages that you get, it only comes back to me. So it's not a group chat. I do send it out to everybody, but you only comes back to me, and I know who you are. It usually says your name on it. So that's important that you get online with it, because I won't inundate you, but I will remind you that, like, when there's tests coming up, and some people, always look at the grades, and I notice that sometimes the grades aren't filling in as fast as they should be because the due date's coming, and I'm starting to get a little concerned. So I will send out a message, and it goes to your phone. I also sometimes send out messages to your email, but I realize that you're not checking your email or your Canvas email as much as possible, or every 2 seconds like I do. So if it goes to your phone, it's a better reminder, and the remind.com app will go right to your phone. That's why I use it. Okay, let's close this up. Our syllabus is right here. Before I go any farther, the class timeline is found in the calendar of Canvas, and that is the best place to find the timeline. Everything is listed out. You'll know when things are due. So now we're going to go into the syllabus. This class is 18 weeks. We'll get into all this stuff, what we do and what we don't do. I do have a cell phone that I'll allow you to text to. However, that would be my third choice. First would be through Remind. Second would be through, first would be through Canvas email. I get that right into my Canvas course. You don't get mixed up in with all the other. I get a ton of email to my district email, and some of it's junk. Don't tell anybody that, but some of it is like, hey, we're having a get together in the quad. Everybody come down, tell your students. I get inundated with probably 200, maybe a little less than that, emails a day about stuff that it deals. Sometimes I blow through and might delete them. However, if you send me an email through the Canvas app, so click an email, go to Canvas, and there I get it, and it's segregated away from all the other emails. So that's my number one choice. Second choice is send me a message and Remind, because that goes right to my phone if I'm out and about. I might not get the first 2 weeks. I'm really good about it. After the first 2 weeks, I try to keep it 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday-ish. Friday, if I'm feeling really good afternoon, I might answer it. But usually I'm at a high school, working at a high school football game or something like that. Um, this is a text message. And if you send something here, please make sure that you, just to this phone, that you put your name and what class. I have lots of classes. I have classes at other colleges. And if you said, hey, is the due date today? You're probably going to get an email back or a text back that says, first off, hey, how are you doing? Who are you? What class? And I don't want to appear rude, but I'm trying to get to the point as quick as possible. If you need to see me and you're in Fresno, my office is not at the main campus. It is at Herndon campus. I do that because I've been around a long time. And a past president asked that if anybody would, senior teachers would volunteer to go to Herndon. Myself and about 11 others said yes. And now we're down to me and another guy because everybody else retired. So I'm at Herndon, like it a lot. My office hours are coming up. As we scroll down, textbook, talked about it. Go to the Clovis bookstore. Do not buy it anywhere else. I guarantee you there's somebody that's going to try to buy it when they register for SINnet or Connect at that point. They're going to go, oh, Mr. Neighbors, it's really cheap. You're only paying for one piece of software. If you go through the Clovis bookstore, you're getting both pieces of software for about $107.75. A deal. Okay. Don't get caught like that. Don't wait for your codes. Okay. There is a 14-day trial period, and I will be sending out steps to help you log in and show you some tutorials, stuff like that. We won't totally be covering that today because there's enough material that I'm sending out that will cover that. I promise you, we are going to use those two pieces of software. And one of them, your Connect one, has the digital book inside. I guarantee you that it's going to be used. I'm not a teacher that doesn't use their text, but I also have some lecture stuff in here which we'll talk about that'll help you as well. Scroll down a little bit here. Communication ways. Again, here's what I like to do. 99% of the time, I can solve your problem through Remind. And you go, hey, Mr. Neighbors, it's not working or something. I can say, no, I've been around, I've been teaching for 34 years. No, that's not it. You do this. And you're like, oh, okay, fixed. If we still run into a little bit of problem, you can call tech support. Third way, I'll suggest that we have a Zoom meeting. Okay. That's the last when it's something that's a head scratcher. Okay. So that's how I communicate. If you send me an email or a text message through Remind or through Canvas, give me 24 hours to get back to you. You never know what's going on, what's happening. However, if you don't hear back from me, assume I didn't get it and just send it again. All right. Very rare that happens, but I don't anybody go, he never got back to me, so I'm not going to ask him any more questions. And that's what this is, 24 hours. Okay. I try to be available 10 to 2, kind of Monday through Friday. Now I do have a class on Tuesday, Thursday, and that's from 12 to 2. And if I'm in a meeting, I don't answer my phone. Or I could be talking with another student. So don't be upset that if I don't pick up the phone. Even though this is 100% does not mean that you can't visit me during office hours and visit me live if you're in town. Okay. I have had students. I've had a girl that we became friends. She camped out basically every Monday afternoon because she lived by the Herndon campus, and she would come ask questions. I don't mind that. I'm there. I'm there on Monday from 12 to 2:30. And by 2 o'clock, I am trying to find things to do. Okay. My email address, use Canvas email. If you send me an email to this, it's going to get buried in with all the junk mail. Okay. My office hours, again, the long stretch, Mondays from 12 to 2:35. No office hours on Tuesday, Thursdays, because I'm in class. On Wednesdays, 1 to 1:50, and on Fridays, 11:30 to 12:45. Okay. And here's all the information, even more about how to get hold of me. Attendance. I might send you in the beginning messages saying, hey, I haven't seen you active in the class. Is there anything we can do? Anything I can help you with? Just checking to make sure you're okay. If there's something going on, like you're going to be gone, say, neighbors, I got ahead. I posted it already in the class, but I'm going to be gone for a week. So don't get worried, because I'm an online teacher. So I get worried about that little line that has 0, 0, 0s or no communication, that you might not be there. Again, remember, I have 100 students in this class. I'm going to try to get everybody covered. I still have 2 9-week classes starting in to October. So if you have friends, they can go on and register today, get those filled up as well. Academic accommodation comes from your DSP&S instructor. So those are emailed to me right away. You can download Microsoft Office for free. These are the steps. And in our modules for this week, I have a tutorial on how to do that. If you check out a library laptop, when you pick it up, you tell them I'm in an IS class. It has to have Office installed in it for me, please, because some of them are just stripped down basic. It's awesome that they provide those laptops for us, but I know there's IS computers available. Those are the ones that are maxed out. Okay. So we'll go from there. These are the steps on how to download Office. When we get to the Access unit, which is towards the end, you're going to need Access, or a version of it, or have access to it. If you have a Mac or first let's talk about the Mac. All software works on it except for Access. So you can like check one out from the library. You can go to the library. You can go to the Open Lab in AC 1145. You can borrow an aunt, uncle's, and install for free, how I showed you how to install it on there. It's a short unit. You can borrow it for a couple days, get it all done, and send it, take it back. Okay. Access is a database, and it's a simple stripped down database that's easy for you to understand, and it's a good start. You can always see if you have Access already installed. If you go to File and down, you can see, if you go right here and File, and when you look at your under Account, open up like Office, open up Word, go down to where it says Account, and you'll see the little dot. You'll see there's, I think it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access. Okay. So always check that. If you need help checking it, I can show it to you a little bit later as well. Dropping the class. If you do not do the discussion question that's posted already and the quiz, you can take the quiz as many times as you want. Remember, on the discussion question, you reply to 2 other people. I will drop you. That's the sign. That is the test to say, hey, you are enrolled in my class and you are not a no-show. After that, I might look a little bit, but I'm not going to drop, because some students want to. If you get zeros all the way through from after the first discussion board and quiz, I might drop you, but it's your responsibility to drop. Okay. Network and software issues. I'm making you aware of what software you need, and it's free. You don't need to buy anything. If for some reason it doesn't work in your computer, we need to make arrangements now, not the day of that something's due, the project's due. Also, if you're having network problems during a quiz or a project, there's lots of alternatives. You can go to a neighbor. I get you. The internet goes down sometimes. Happens in my house. I'm out in the middle of nowhere and it just shuts off. Starbucks is free. McDonald's, go get some fries. McDonald's, sit in the lobby and use their free Wi-Fi. Starbucks, Walmart, you can push around the Walmart cart and put your laptop in it. That's free Wi-Fi. You can also do my favorite, go have yourself a burger at Mad Duck and just ask the people, hey, do you have a free Wi-Fi? And I know they do, because I like their hamburgers. What else? So you can troubleshoot everything. One thing that drives me nuts, and I know it happens, I have 5 children and they do this to me as well. I can guarantee you everything's due on a Wednesday. My class runs Wednesday to Wednesday. Okay. And on Wednesday night at 9 o'clock until 10:30, 11-ish, my phone starts blowing up. Bing, 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 bing. Well, I give you at least 2 weeks to get things done. And so at that point, after that, on a Wednesday, after about 5, I'm not going to get back to you till Thursday. Okay. Plan ahead. Look at your schedule. It's all laid out in Canvas calendar. If you have problems, which are legit, if you figure out the problem on a Monday, I can help you troubleshoot before Wednesday. I can't help you troubleshoot Wednesday night at 11 o'clock while you're panicking. Okay. Just doesn't work. Online classes. Here's what's going on. We have a SimNet and we have Connect. SimNet is basically your applications in Microsoft, and we cover a lot. We're going to have one training, and we're going to have 4 projects for Word, 1 training in Microsoft Excel, and 4 projects in the application. It's not going to be a simulation on these projects. The training are simulations. In Access, 4 projects, and in PowerPoint, 1. Here's your totals. Okay. That's how much it's all worth. In Connect, which is the other piece of software, we're going to have 6 quizzes, a midterm, and a final. And the midterm only covers 2, 8, and 5. And the final only covers 6, 7, and 4. That should say 4. That's my mistake. Okay. If you look at the total points, you see there are no makeups. Okay. Plan ahead. The makeup to me is something where you messed up after the due date, you want to make up. However, if you have a problem during the test, just get a hold of me. I don't consider those make-ups. They might be a do-over, which sometimes I'll allow that before the due date, as long as you don't notify me on Wednesday night at 11:30. It has to be done early. So everything's due on a Wednesday. So in your mind, just say, I'm going to make finish everything on a Sunday. That way, when you have oopsies, you're not going to have any problems. Okay. Let me see what else I need here. Hold on. Mute you. Okay. As I scroll down, there's everything there. Here's the total points, 865 points. My A's go down to 89. My B's go down to 79. My C's go down to 69 and all the way down. I give you 1 point. So when December comes around, you go, Mr. Neighbors, man, I'm 1 point away from an A. It's always that A, or 1 point away from a C. And I will say at that point, I gave 2 extra credit assignments, and I'll look it up. And I gave you 1 point at the beginning of the semester. So I'm not giving you 2 points. Okay. It sounds like it's harsh, but let me tell you, if you're participating in this class, I don't think we're going to have that problem. I scroll down a little bit farther. That is the end of my syllabus. Now, everything you do is in modules. And again, you see it goes, week 1 goes from the 7th to the 16th. It's a little long, but after that, it's going to go from the 16th it'll run from the 16th through to the 23rd. You have 7 all the way through. Okay. And it kind of shows you what all we have to do. Is that due on the 16th or the 15th? It says 15th. I'm going to give you the 16th, and then that was a bad typo on mine. And there'll be more that will appear. This will be week 1 and week 2. As I add more weeks in, they come at the top, and the 1 will go down, and then the 3 will come on top. And then what'll happen is your modules will come in reverse order. They'll start at the top and be the newest, and they'll go down from there. I get this question a lot. Grades, Mr. Neighbors, you think I can get an A? Well, look, you can say show details. You can even come in here and you can say what if scores. So let's say I get a 15 on this. I get a 10 on this. And you go all the way down. There's all the assignments. It's kind of scary. I'm sorry, but it is. You can kind of see and project your grade. Don't need to call me and say, Mr. Neighbor, if I do this, can I get an A? I don't know. I'll say, go look at the projections on the grade book. That's a really cool function. I really like that. Quizzes, we only have really 1 quiz in Canvas. Everything else is going to be taken inside Connect and SimNet. Here is a big thing. SimNet and Connect sync randomly throughout the day several times. So if you go into SimNet or Connect and do the skill builder, which you can log in and log out, you just can't do that to quizzes. But on the trainings in Connect, the Smart Book, you can do a couple, come back the next night, do a couple more, but it'll sync. So don't text me going, hey, Mr. Neighbors, I got an F, but I haven't finished. It will resync. You could be in the middle of doing something and it syncs, and you look at your grade and you're like, what? I'm doing it right now. So they just sync randomly. If for some reason it doesn't sync in after about 24 hours and you're done, you need to contact me and we'll figure that out. Okay. So that's a big problem that students sometimes have. Course information. It's about me getting started. Reminds will appear here as well. I'm going to log out of here. I'm going to get out of the share, stop sharing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to take question and answers, and I'll try to answer your questions. So I'm going to